Yeah, I've always been, I noticed I've had like a fear of certain foods. Like, my biggest fear right now is like things that are sugary, carby, yeah, basically sugar and carbs, because I read a book, and ever since that book, I can't like get it out of my mind that, you know, that could be contributing to panic attacks and stuff.
The truth of the matter is that there's a lot of bad rap on sugar and carbs, okay? So any new thing that they come up with is very easy to grasp onto. It's like, oh, well, it also makes me fat. Oh, it also makes me hyperactive. Oh, it also clogs up my arteries. Oh, it also raises my insulin. So yeah, well, why not? Probably gives me panic attacks too. I mean, if it does all those other terrible things, I might as well just put the more blame on it, right?
Right. Yeah.
And it probably also makes you shorter.
Yeah.
And it probably also makes you grow like, you know, I mean, my mom told me that if I drank coffee, I wouldn't grow tall. I guess she was right. I'm not very tall. See?
Yeah.
So, all right.
Yeah.
And the sugar and the carbs also probably make you have purple polka dots on your face.
Yeah. And that's like something I won't believe, right?
Why not?
It just kind of, it's absurd. I don't know. It's just...
okay, so let's put it something's not absurd.
It's ridiculous, I guess.
Acne is purple polka dots, isn't it? Very similar. Not much different. Does it cause acne?
No, yeah, there
are people who say that it does.
Right.
Right? And acne looks a little bit like purple polka dots.
Maybe some.
I mean, I've seen some acne that look like purple polka dots. So where do you
maybe, but I haven't seen that yet.
Well, I could show you some faces of some teenagers I've seen around here. Just kidding. My point is that where do you draw the line of what you believe and what you don't believe? Like if someone tells you that red meat is going to cause you to have panic attacks. Now, red meat could cause you to have panic attacks. You know, there's the what's it called, crazy cow sickness or something. What is it that they had in?
Oh yeah, mad cow.
Mad cow, right? That they had in England. So maybe it does. Who knows?
Right. And then that's something I'm like, no, I don't believe that.
Why not? What's the difference there?
Yeah, it's weird. I don't even know how to pick that apart. Like why I believe something and other things I don't, believe to be true.
All right, so let's look at it like this. We can get rid of the belief that it has to cause anxiety and panic attacks, okay? Now, the fact that it may cause anxiety and panic attacks in certain people have a certain setup inside their digestive system. I can't deny that. I can't say I've tested every single person in the world and said, oh, doesn't cause anybody panic attacks, okay? But let's get rid of that belief that it has to cause panic attacks because nothing has to do anything. And if you read Bruce Lipton's book about biology of belief, he believes you can turn genes on and you can turn genes off. So that even if you have the gene that would create a connection between carbs and sugary stuff and panic attacks, when it's on, you can just go inside and turn it off. And then it won't cause it anymore. Okay? And Bruce Lipton happens to be a reliable source. I mean, in the world of Frontline, at least it is. Okay?
Okay.
So when you see that big control board in front of you as you close your eyes, look for that dial which says sugary stuff and carbs cause panic attacks. 0 to 10. 10 means all the way, panic attacks nonstop. 0 means bunch of baloney. Don't believe it. Where's your dollar lie?
Like the number's coming to is 10.
Okay, I want you to reach your hand out, touch it dial. Notice where you feel it inside. And turn the dial down. What happens as you turn it down to that feeling inside?
There was almost like a tightness of like, don't turn the dial.
You're gonna eat it then.
I know. Well, no, it's not even that. It's just like it's gonna cause me like emotional pain and panic and stuff. It's not even like I'm gonna get fat and
okay, all right.
Other health issues. It's just the
panic. Right. I think that it's probably something much deeper down. So where do you feel that? Where do you hear that voice?
In my head.
In your head. Which side of your head?
My right.
Yeah. Okay, I want you to turn it over to your left. What happens then when you hear it?
Oh, it doesn't like want to go over.
Okay, start tapping. Doesn't want to go over. It wants to stay there.
Stay there.
It wants to make sure I don't eat sugary stuff and carbs.
It wants to make sure I don't eat any sugary stuff and carbs.
Whatever it means. Whatever it represents.
Whatever it represents.
All the sensations.
All the sensations.
All the colors.
All the colors.
All the images.
All the images.
All the memories.
All the memories.
The stories.
The stories.
The attachments.
The attachments.
The programs.
The programs.
I just let it go.
I just let it go.
It's safe to let it go.
It's safe to let it go.
It's time to let it go.
It's time to let it go.
It's safe to test it.
It's safe to let it go.
It's safe to test it.
It's safe to test it.
To see if it's true for me.
To see if it's true for me.
Or maybe it was just true for that author.
Or maybe it was just true for that author.
And has nothing to do with me.
And has nothing to do with me.
I can test it.
I can test it.
And if it has nothing to do with me.
And if it has nothing to do with me.
I could just let it go.
I could just let it go.
And if it does have something to do with me.
And if it does have something to do with me.
I can go inside and change it.
I could go inside and change it.
It's in my power.
It's in my power.
I have the magic.
I have the magic.
I can do it.
I can do it.
I'm safe.
I'm safe.
Grab your wrist. Breathe in. Blow out. Peace.
Peace.
Okay. Go back. Try turning the dial.
It's like at 7.
Okay. What do you feel as you turn it to a 7? When you try doing it some more,
I feel like a tightness in my hand as I'm turning. Like it's still like doesn't feel easy to turn. Like there's a reluctance.
What's the color that's attached to it?
Black.
Okay. Pull it out. Pull it all out. Every last drop. Don't let any of it stay behind.
Okay.
Notice what color it is now.
Like a pinkish red.
Notice it has a spin to it. Which way is it spinning?
To the right.
Take it by the two sides, making the opposite what it was in every possible way. Spinning it faster and faster, doubling the speed, doubling the amplitude, doubling the magnitude, doubling the frequency. Keep doubling it over and over again until it takes a life force of its own. Until it can never go back to the way it was before when you know you got it for all the right reasons. Slam it right back into it. Shocking your system as you do. Any sensations, anything that might feel like your body's way of letting go of the old, allowing you. Don't try to stop it. Don't try to change it. Just your body process through. And when you got it for all the right reasons, try to bring it back. See what happens instead.
It's spinning the other way, like the good way.
Good. Okay. Go back. Try to change it. Turn the dial.
Stops at 3.
Okay. What do you feel as you're trying to turn it past a 3?
Tightness right here in my arm.
In your arm. Notice it has a color. What's the color?
Orange.
Pull it out. Pull it all out. Every last drop. Don't let any of it stay behind.
Okay.
Notice what color it is now.
White.
Notice it has spin to it. Which way is it spinning?
To the left.
Take it by the two sides, make it be the opposite of what it was in every possible way, spinning it faster and faster, doubling the speed, doubling the amplitude, doubling the magnitude, doubling the frequency. Keep doubling it over and over again. No, it can never go back to before. It get better and better ways now and takes on a life force of its own. Slam it right back in, shocking your system as you do. Any sensations, anything like the feeling of your body's way of letting go of the old, allowing you. Don't try to stop it. Don't try to change it. Just your body process through. And when you got it for all the right reasons, try to bring it back. See what happens instead. In other words, turn the dial.
Yeah, I can get it to 0 now.
Okay, good. And how long haven't you eaten carbs and sugars, sugary things?
Like 10 years.
10 years. Okay. If you're going to go back onto the carbs and sugary stuff, do it slowly. Test. Don't just go having a, sugar and carb feast.
Right. A donut. Yeah.
Well, you could try with a donut. Just take a little piece of a donut. Don't eat a whole, dozen of them.
Right, right. Right.
Basically, it's
Okay.
testing and see what your system does with it. Because if you haven't eaten it in 10 years, it could have built up resistances and other such stuff. It could have lost certain enzymes for breaking it down. And you don't want to make your whole body go haywire.
Right. Right.
So
Right.
I
Okay.
would test slowly and see what it does. And it could be that certain carbs, with more sugars are going to affect you more, but less sugars will affect you less. Healthier carbs, as opposed to, the unhealthier carbs. So just play around and test it slowly.
Okay. I will.
Don't want to hear next week. Oh my God, I did it.
Yeah. No. Yeah, I'll go slow. Yeah, I don't want to overdo it.
Okay.
Yeah. Nice. And I have one question. So when you said about Lipton's book about beliefs and stuff,
Biology of belief.
Biology of belief. I'm going to look it up and I'm probably going to read it. But like people that have like celiac or something like that, where it's like they really have a bad sensitivity to wheat or something, is that just all like you can change your beliefs on how your body is processing that?
The truth is I believe that yes, in the world according to Ilana, if you know how to do it.
Okay. Interesting.
Okay.
That's
that
really
doesn't
cool.
necessarily mean that if you have celiac and you say, all right, Jean, turning it off, and then go and start stuffing yourself with gluten.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay.
I mean, I'm sure it's a process, but it's still pretty neat.
Yes, it's pretty cool stuff. Pretty cool stuff. So I definitely recommend his books. He has 2 books. He might have more than 2 books.
Yeah.
That I've read are The Honeymoon Effect and The Biology of Belief, both of them which I enjoyed tremendously. Highly recommend it.
Okay. I'm going to read them, or at least for sure the biology one. That's very interesting. Yeah.
Well, the honeymoon effect is cool because it kind of gives, for me at least, it gave a template for what I was looking for in a relationship. So I thought that was kind of cool. But
okay.
It's worth the read anyway. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
He's a cool guy. So
yeah. I know of him.
Okay. Cool. So we'll be in touch next week and we'll see what happened in the interim. Yeah.
I'm excited to see too. Okay.
Cool.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
My pleasure. Take care.
Bye. Take care.
Your body. You too. Bye-bye.
Don't forget, if you like this video, leave a like down below, subscribe to my channel, or subscribe to my newsletter. The address is right down below over there. Have a great week.